Donald Trump says he is close to a, quote, very good deal with Iran, but is in no hurry to reach an agreement. Axios and the New York Times are reporting that the US president is asking for several amendments to a possible deal, laying out tougher terms. On Friday, Trump held nearly 2 hours of high-level consultations at the White House. It was the latest attempt to discuss a potential deal that would extend the ceasefire with Iran.
I would rather get a deal because we can open the Strait immediately upon signing. The one guarantee that I have to have is that there will be no nuclear weapons. They've agreed to that. And it was very interesting. They originally said, we will not develop a nuclear weapon. I said, well, what happens if you buy a nuclear weapon? So now it says we will not develop or in any way purchase a military weapon. That's a big difference. So we're getting what we want slowly. Very tough negotiators. It takes a long time. I'm in no hurry.
Well, meanwhile, Iran's top negotiator and parliament speaker has addressed state media. Mohammad Bahar Ghalibaf says Iran will not accept any agreement with the United States unless there is certainty that the Iranian people's rights are secured.
The soldiers on the diplomatic front have absolutely no trust in the enemy's words and promises. Our only criteria is to achieve tangible results before we fulfill our commitments in return. Until we are certain that the rights of the Iranian people have been secured, we will not approve any agreement. The guarantee behind this strategy is our own lives, which we hold in our hands, ready to sacrifice for the people of Iran.
Going to speak to our correspondent now, Heidi Zhou-Castro, who is in Washington, D.C. And Heidi, Trump's comments to US media, are we any clearer at all in knowing Trump's determination for Iran?
Well, he says that a deal is around the corner, which is what he has been saying now for weeks. And now, according to U.S. media, he's been asking for tougher terms for his envoys to take back to the negotiation table. This was after that draft memorandum of understanding was reached by those lower-level negotiators late last week. And now Trump reportedly was unhappy with the elements concerning Iran's frozen assets. That's still unclear exactly what other changes he's asking for, but this is also a maneuver that reportedly is to ratchet up the pressure on the Iranians and their supreme leader to move more quickly on this deal. In that interview that Trump gave to Fox News yesterday, in fact, to his own daughter-in-law, who was doing the interview, he voiced optimism again for a deal, but he also said that the U.S. was ready to finish it militarily if a deal is not reached. He also said that the U.S. has deliberately not gone after some of Iran's military infrastructure, saying that parts of the military were moderate. And finally, he said that the U.S. shouldn't have been in Iran, which may have been a slip of the tongue, or he forgot that it was he himself who ordered this military escalation of U.S. forces in Iran, which has been something that has really split his base after he initially pledged to keep the U.S. out of more foreign wars.
Heidi, thank you so much for all of that. Heidi Zhou-Castro for us in Washington, D.C.